Afternoon, welcome to the second episode of Dirt Millionaire. I'm Jim Neville, and today we're just going to spend 15 minutes running through a few things, updating you on a few processes, jobs, work we've picked up, new way of dealing with a few things, what's interesting in the world of exterior cleaning. So we thought we'd talk a little bit this week about customer etiquette on behalf of the customer and how we treat customers. So I put my prices up recently. Everything that was under our minimum charge, we've now got a minimum charge £18. Anything that was under is now being brought up to £18, and we put a lot of other work up as well. So I lost about 250 customers to that, but they were all underpriced, so it didn't matter too much because of what we were making on the newer priced work and everything that comes in that's new. It makes up for it. Like the 175 customers that we picked up in July, new customers, I think there's 142 customers in August. They're all at new prices, above £18. Lots of new build work. So we're sitting around 1,250 customers for the total round. And that's a mixture. We do 4 or 8 weekly, and then on the commercials, like big schools or office blocks, we do either every 3 months or every 6 months. For stuff we travel to, we've got some specialist jobs in London and Kent, and even in Peterborough, where we're based, where the office is based and or the fleet's based. We have a big block, 7-story block of flats that we do every 4 months, stuff like that. It's just keeping people in a cycle and using Cleaner Planner now. I don't know how we really worked without Cleaner Planner. It must have been a nightmare, and was a nightmare to keep up with it. But with Cleaner Planner, keeping up with people's when they're due, how much is it, keep them paying, getting the money in is still a problem, which we'll go on to a bit later on, how we're going to try and combat that, because I've had some interesting chats in this past week with an AI agent specialist. It was a very interesting chat on how we could integrate AI and cut down my hours of working. So most people will know that with this year, I've been trying to grow my business at a rapid rate, and it is growing very quickly. And we're cutting off the chaff, and we are keeping good customers. So it doesn't matter if it stays at 1,200, but they're 1,200 regular good customers that pay, no messes around. So how do I decide, or how does the company decide whether we want to get rid of a customer, or whether we need to put a customer up, or whether we need to have a chat with them, stuff like that? So basically, if one of my lads goes to a job and they're on the job and they see it's like £17 or £20, and they're there for what they feel is too long a time on that job, I'll contact me, and I'll either have a chat with them, or say have a chat with a customer, because you can usually work to an hourly rate per van, or a day rate especially. And if you're spending, say, half an hour on a £16 job, it's just not worth your time. You're not making any money doing that. So we have a chat with them, just go, it's going up. So some of those customers that I lost went because they were £16 and it should have been like £26. And some of them paid the new prices, but a lot of them didn't. But it's better to have those customers than be a busy fool. We keep getting told that by Pryor and Abacus and people like that. So to discuss the admin side of it, that is our next hire. So we've got a second interview with a lady that's going to do all our admin, office manager, bringing her in as office manager. She does some work for the company already, but she's going to based in the office, handle all of Clean the Planner, booking in new jobs for us, booking in the work for the next day for the lads, collating the work at the end of the day, collecting debts, putting everything onto, submitting it through Clean the Planner, just running the company basically on the admin side. And while I was talking to her and the AI agent people, they suggested that you could say to the customers, we're moving all of our customers to go cardless, which is the best way to pay. Definitely, it's minimal effort for us. It's all integrated into the Clean the Planner system. You press a button and the money gets taken out, and it notifies them too. So it does half the work for you. We've done it before where we've said everybody's moving over and you haven't got a choice, and we lost customers for that because some people want to pay cash, some people want to pay backs, but the new line that we're going to try in September is we're moving all customers over to go cardless because our admin costs to process a backs payment or cash or chasing you for not paying, it means that I've had to hire another member of staff. The team's getting bigger. That means the wage pool's getting bigger. Insurances are bigger. Everything costs more money. So if you don't want to be on go cardless, it's just popped up. Someone's just on my phone. Someone's just started paying by go cardless. If you don't want to pay by go cardless, then we have to charge you like £2 a month for admin fee to cover the lady in the office's wages. And I think that will work. I think that a lot of people will come on. I've had it before. They say, well, cash is free. You don't have to process anything. Well, that's not true. You have to go to the post office. You have to pay it into your company bank account, and some bank accounts charge you for paying money in, paying cash in. So that's not true. Then they say that backs is free. Well, that's also not true, because yes, it doesn't cost them any money to pay by backs. It doesn't cost us any money to receive it, but someone has to go through at the end of the day or the end of the week or a Saturday morning and tick off who's paid, match it up with their name, and then they'll pay on the bank account and not put their address. So I'll have 10 people all paying £20 and I don't know who they are. So it takes a bit of time marrying them up to their name, to their address, when they were next done, so they don't get charged twice on the next one. So actually, it's not free to pay by cash. It's not free to pay by backs. Go cardless charge me, but we're happy to pay that because of the saving of time that it makes. But that's the next hire in PCS. Hopefully we'll start next week in the office, near enough full time, but every day of the week, which is good, and it means the company's growing. It just means another set of wages, which means we've got to keep pushing the business. I've just ordered the next van. So from the beginning, when we first were looking at electric vans, I wanted the ID Buzz Volkswagen. I think it's very eye-catching van, and I've got it in bright yellow, and we're going to logo it all up. And I think that's just for the moment until we fill it with a worker. It's an advertising tool. It can be parked outside the unit. It can be parked when we're going to jobs and stuff like that. When I went and quoted a job 2 hours away in Sudbury from us, and I went in my car and had my branded shirt on like this, but they said to me, "Oh, you didn't come in the van," and I was like, "No, I'm using this today." But if you turned up in that bright yellow, logoed up professional image, it does serve you well. When we went and did the job in Somerset, me and Brandon went to Somerset, to have all our uniforms the same. Even the cherry picker driver had the PCS uniforms on. All the correspondence, everything is the same. The customer experience with PCS is we are all the same. All the workers will treat you the same. All the workers will do the same job. we will all have uniform on. All the logos will be on the vans, branded up. Advertising's branded the same. So in Peterborough, you're bound to see PCS about, because we've got 5, nearly 6 vans coming soon that are all logoed up, and our online presence means that you're going to see us. We're getting more and more well known. We saw, to keep on the customer train of thought, I've seen a lot of chats on the forums about what do you do if a customer doesn't open their gate, or doesn't leave their gate open, or leaves it locked. Now, I think you can be really hard, but I think you'll lose customers if you're hard and say, oh, we told you, we notified you the night before and you forgot to open it, so we're going to charge you full price. I don't think you're going to keep that customer for very long. I think you've got to be slightly flexible with customers. So if we had it yesterday, Cameron was doing a round and there was about 6 doors that they didn't leave the gate open, and I just said to them, we're in your area the next day, so if you want your back done, please open your back. And they text back, and 3 of them had theirs done the next day. So because we were in that area. But if you're not in that area, I think you've just got to take the hit and charge them half to not upset people. I think you will lose customers quick if we put too many harsh processes in, and it's easy to forget that. It's easy to forget leaving the gate open and stuff like that. But I had an experience. Someone came and fitted the electric points to charge up the vans at the new office, and if I was paying him on Go Cardless, I would have remembered to pay him. But it went on, and the email went into my junk, and then about a month later I still hadn't paid the guy who fitted the electric chargers. And you think if he had implemented the Go Cardless, he would have been paid and it would have been done, and I would have been set up for future payments if I use his services more, which you would for a window cleaner. So that's a bit of an update of what's happening in PCS world. We're obviously very new to YouTube, and we just want to keep people abreast of what's going on. I thought maybe we could just run through what type of jobs we've completed in the last week. So we've got 4 or 5 cleaners on the glass at the moment in 5 vans. So we have done, in the last 5 working days, over 300 window cleans. We've done 14 gutter clearances, of which 10 were fascias and surface washed as well. We've done 3 schools, all primary schools, 2 in Stamford, 1 in Peterborough. We've done 10 commercial units. We've cleaned 2 hotels, 1 just outside of Peterborough and 1 in Leicester. We've cleaned 4 conservatory roofs, and we've pressure washed and sealed a driveway at Tallington Lakes overlooking the lake, which is lovely surroundings to be in. All of that in a week, and we're starting last Friday was the end of our record week so far, PCS. So without getting too much away, the sort of figures we were looking at. So when we did the podcast with the Uncleanables, we were mentioning that we had 4 vans, and I had 5 workers at the time in 4 vans, and what we could achieve, but I wasn't doing 360,000. That's what is possible out of those 4 vans. But now we're over that figure and we're doing more. So it's very quickly grown. This year, 2025, it has doubled in these 8 months so far, at least, which is crazy. So please give us a subscribe if you need to know any information. I've had a few people phone me up from Uncleanables podcast, which I'm going to see Ryan down on Monday, and I saw that Potters was on there, so say hello to him as well. He's local to us. Nice to have a little bit of competition in the local area, as long as they're top dog, which usually, hopefully, is the case. So, I've been Jim Neville. This is Dirt Millionaire vlog. Company's PCS exterior cleaning. We'll see you next week. We don't cut corners, we clean them.